So I was doing research for an article where I was just writing about Lizzo's recent transformation. I was looking up things where she used to be really heavily aligned with this body positivity movement, which is really toxic because it basically just says that all you need to do is love yourself, and that is the only health move that you ever need to make. So as I was looking for different articles that were talking about this body positivity thing, I came across this publication called Open Democracy. And the title of this article is How the Far Right is Using Thinness to Radicalize Women and Teen Girls. This is where we get into the fact that even the most basic and logical and controversial ideas have been completely twisted by politics. And it goes without saying that anybody that gets caught up in this stuff is going to end up completely disconnected from reality. It says white nationalists and identitarian movements have strategically used women in their public-facing campaigns to make their ideas seem less dangerous and more legitimate. Julie Ebner, author of Going Mainstream: How Extremists Are Taking Over. She continues, fascist ideologies in the past and today tend to paint an idealized vision of the human body, and women's bodies in particular are seen as vessels for producing the next generation of pure and strong children. With the rise of far-right movements, we also see a return of narrow-minded beauty ideals and body shaming. For far-right women, there is no such thing as body positivity or body neutrality. Thinness is a moral imperative. It shows dominance over the body and aligns oneself with European beauty standards. The far-right, then, is a supremacist movement. This is known as body fascism, a term coined by Professor Brian Pronger. So basically, we can't even talk about the basics of health and the most controversial ideas and science-based topics without our liberal friends immediately jumping to accusations of fascism, bigotry, and racism. Can't even say that we want somebody to be healthy, not meaning a specific size, but just to be healthy, because we're not really coming from a place of compassion. We're coming from a place of supremacy where anything outside of this ideal is beneath us. It is completely crazy because none of that is true whatsoever. Anyway, if there are any liberals that have stuck with me this far, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. There is no such thing as body fascism. Lizzo isn't trying to get healthy because she's trying to look like a thin European white woman. There are natural consequences to any choices you make about your body, regardless of how little or how much you weigh, and it has nothing to do with any of the nonsense that I just read. Your body is going to react based on how you treat it, regardless of your politics. But I think making these things political is what has made so many women unhealthy. They feel like they have to love their body even when they might not feel good because they'd rather stay the way they are than get healthy and be seen as some kind of white supremacist or fascist. And I think that we can agree that this is what's destructive. It's really just sad.